Welcome inside for another Inside the Illini special. This time, a preview for the 2025 season. And guys, there's a lot of hype around this team right now, but we'll get to that a little later on.
Yeah, football is back. In the next 30 minutes, we'll take a look at the Illini's upcoming season, some of the big storylines, including some of the big returners that are coming back to the Big Ten.
Yeah, plus we have one-on-ones with the head man, Brett Bielema, and two-time captain, defensive back Miles Scott. And before we head into the locker room, and see the guys have some fun.
Yeah. That's right, so let's get right to it. Expectations are as high as they've ever been. We're not the only ones excited to see the Illini back in action. Seemingly everyone is buying into the hype. The team is ranked 12th in the AP preseason poll. It's their highest preseason ranking since 1990, a year they started out at number 11. This year, however, marks the first time since 2008 where they were inside the top 25. Following last season's Citrus Bowl win over South Carolina, Illinois ended last season at number 16 in the coaches poll.
So here are the matchups that await them in 2025, some of the biggest showdowns. If they want to win even most of these games, it's a mark of a good season. Duke is their first road test of the year, and they can't be overlooked to start in week 2. If they can win there, hopefully they can open the year 3-0 with a possible top 25 matchup with Indiana opening up Big Ten play. Then the showdown that everybody's looking at, that sold-out Orange Out against Ohio State at home. In the second half of the season, there's a few road tests that could shape their postseason hopes. They go to Washington and then have a road game at Wisconsin. Illinois has to come out in order to succeed in those.
Part of why people are buying Illinois is the experienced players that are coming back. The Illini returned 16 starters. That's the most in the Big Ten. 9 on offense, 7 on defense. And maybe the two most important parts to that, Luke Altmaier will be protected by 5 returning offensive linemen. Running back Aiden Lawfrey, wideout Colin Dixon, and tight end Tanner Arkin all return as well. Defensively, a huge reason for last year's success, the secondary brings back 3 corners and a pair of safeties. Linebackers Gabe Akis and Dylan Roziek should be 2 of the better players at their position in the Big Ten.
And along with all of those returners, there are several new faces on both sides of the ball. On the offensive side, they need to find someone to make plays at the receiver position. The Illini picked up Hudson Clement from West Virginia and Justin Bowick from Ball State. And on the defensive side, they picked up a pair from the Big Ten coming from Wisconsin in James Thompson Jr. and Kurt Neal.
It's nice to have them around, man. You know, Leon and Kurt, really good friends of mine. I had Kurt since freshman year and everything. Had him as a physical visit. Then Leon, who was a recent transfer to Wisconsin last year and everything, built a nice relationship with each other throughout fall camp and throughout the season and everything. So it made the transition a lot easier for me as well too, having familiar faces around me. But you know, we're basically like brothers, man. You know, me and Kurt's roommates and everything. We talk to each other every day, poke fun at each other like brothers do. You know, so it's real nice to have them around.
With the departure of Pat Bryant and Zachary Franklin, it leaves many wondering what the rotation of wide receivers will be. This year, it's likely that Rochester native Hank Beatty is going to see a bigger workload. In the Citrus Bowl win over South Carolina, he posted a career-high 90 receiving yards, possibly a good sign of things to come. Now, much of his involvement last year was on punt return, where he averaged over 14 yards per catch, ranking him nationally, but he's ready to take another big step forward.
I think a big point of emphasis was just building that connection with Luke. Obviously, we've connected last year on several plays, and I just felt like we were getting there, and then I think over the offseason and throughout camp, we've just been becoming more and more confident in each other like every day, and I feel like our relationship reflects that on and off the field.
One freshman looking to find some time on the field, this guy, Mount Zion product Braden Trimble. Trimble was an early enrollee in December and says it's the best decision he could have made. Hopes to be in the mix at wideout as a true freshman, and even though he's not starting the year atop the depth chart, he's soaking everything in during fall camp to be ready when his number's called.
I'm just excited to get out there. You know, I've never played in front of so many people, and honestly, right now I'm just trying to keep learning and keep watching the older guys and navigate what they're doing. So right now I'm just super excited to just run out on the field and see what happens after that.
Hey, some good news for another local kid. After season-ending injuries the last 2 years, Atwood native Caden Fagan's ready to go again. Fagan played the first 5 games last season, totaling over 300 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Head coach Brett Bielema says he's clear to return to practice ahead of week 1.
And we're just getting started. After the break, we'll sit down with head coach Brett Bielema. We talk everything from Luke Altmaier to the new transfers and the excitement around the program.